rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trust issues. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A-floor.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set! Yellow 80!
53.
Yellow 80!
On first down at Stafford. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Ready! 180!
Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Hey! Watch twist!
32! Hey, easy!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Check that. 180.
Check
59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win. Double right.
Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second and 11 now. Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. Blue 60.
Three's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, 22.
Let's go. Hey, we got number 50.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57 colors, 57 colors.
On second and 9, Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
We go Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
You got it. You got it.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing deep for Galladay. But when this ball's tipped and intercept, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing to Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, 50. It's our time. 1
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They come up in an offset eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Stafford. And he's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Tighten down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They go to Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Set. 280.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's a baby sock.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And James has it. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Mike, number 52.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 70. Watch the shot. Bang, 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 bang. Stay 50, stay 50. Check.
Now Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 40 got. Hey.
Motion. Out. Like 7. What happened?
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
54. 20 hot.
Now it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Falling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, easy.
53, Mike.
50.
I got you, son.
53. Ready.
Watch out.
To throw is Stafford.
36.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
43.
Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to run on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Check, general. Fast. Tighten up.
On first down, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
15.
Watch the pass. Rush in.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow! There's no line, ladies! We want it! Come to my work! Attacking attack! Check three! Attacking attack!
66. Bullet high.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the kick by Butker is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, some time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Alert!
Check hot row.
Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Get in the way.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.